Let's see if we hear anything. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good. So go ahead and talk. Okay, stop. All right. Yeah, it's only hearing me because it's got my microphone going on the opening scene. It's got my audio. But once I switch over at the top of the hour, I switch right to you. It will have. And you make sure you look at the camera. And then make sure you start off, and then I'll go right into. I have the giveaway thing to show, and I have the new games commercial. Okay, so 2 minutes to go here. No one has popped in here, and I can't tell if anybody's popped in here because I'm running the studio. I don't know if I should. Facebook. It's Dad. Well, the fan almost fell off. Okay. And it's 7 o'clock. Boom. You are live. Go ahead.
All right, guys, welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Blessing Boat. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great day today. We're just starting, of course. A great time with all the streamers. We've got a lot of new streamers here, so obviously we'd love to have you, watch them and obviously support them if you can, just by being there, lurking if you need to. But we appreciate everything. We'll cut right now to our sponsor. Whoop, I can hear an echo. It's a bad echo. All right. So, anyways, we will be cutting over. No, it's still echoing. Okay. So, anyways, we'll be going over to. No, it's still echoing. Hey, let's see. Welcome, Pastor G is in the house. Yeah, it's still echoing for some reason. You probably have the stream on. When you have the mute, you got to mute that. Or it's coming through video. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. Nope. Oh well, just cut to the commercial. That's We'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm hearing it. I don't know if everybody else can hear it. Okay, now I can't hear anything. That's good. I can't hear you either. All right, so let's cut to commercial for Dino Dad, who owns.
Hey everyone, it's Brianna, and I wanted to welcome you to the next business highlight of the week. We are at Games XP, downtown Decorah. Let's head inside and see what the store has got to offer.
Well, hi, my name is Tim Borsath, and welcome to Games XP, a geek gaming paradise. You'll find us at 105 West Water Street in downtown Decorah. We opened Games XP back in 2010. And I did that primarily because all my kids were becoming teenagers and I wanted to engage with them in real world experience and get them trained in how to actually operate a business and deal with customer relations and product inventory and all that jazz. I also wanted to meet people that I typically would never run across. And so a game store became available as an option, and I took it.
How has your business evolved over the years?
Well, I tell you, since we bought this store, which was originally just a small little storefront right next to the library, the moment we bought it, we doubled it in size, and then we doubled it again. And then we moved across the street a ways to Maves, and we quadrupled in size. And then we moved across the street to this current location and again doubled in size. And so this thing has gone from a closet to really 2 floors of awesome product and a game room with vintage 80s arcades and pinball machines. Gotta love it.
All right, that was Dino Dad, which we're going to go to right now. Now I'm echoing because I basically have it wrong. So we're going to go over to Dino Dad. For those that are new here, Dino Dad is the person that is sponsoring the Blessing Boat. He's actually giving away 8 games at the end of the event. Obviously, you just have to go to this link. I'll put it in here and tell all your friends about it. Oops. I should have had this out. There we go. Go over there and let us know what you think about Blessing Boat. You have a chance at the end of the event. The wheel will spin if you're in it, and you will win a game. We're giving away 8 games, value probably around 300. I didn't add it up.
Soon, I hope. Coming your way. Okay. It's coming. It's coming. Should be showing up soon. Zaza. Looks good. Thank you very much. Thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up. You know what I was thinking about, Shaggington? I was thinking about doing a stream where I portray Chovy. I'll do a Chovy imitation, and I would kind of put on some funky little hat, and I'd kind of slouch. Oops. There it is. Just a little thing. It's just a little thing. Yeah. And with that, welcome everybody to Blessing Boat. boat. Thank you. My son made that, okay? It wasn't me. I disavow all knowledge, and I'm so and we still don't have to do, but nobody can afford it. Or it's good to have you guys here, and looking forward to a great day of streaming. And so let's go ahead and fire off the blessing boat horn here, and then we will do some prayer. Uh-oh. Wouldn't you know it? A commercial. I had it all set too. There you go. There it is. That's right. Blessing Boat has left the harbor, and we are sailing for a great day of streaming today. And in order to make it so, we are going to launch this baby with prayer. So if you're wearing a cover, take that baby off. If you have sunglasses nearby, put those babies on, and let's go ahead and say a word of prayer. We humbly beauty this morning. Lord, you are wonderful, and you do all things well. And we are grateful for who you are and for what you have done for us. In sending your one and only Son, Jesus, to lay down his life for us. We appropriately named Blessing Boat, for we are blessed of all people on earth to know you, to have been fully forgiven by you, to have the gift of eternal life, to be able to live forever with you. It doesn't get. Day marks the 29th anniversary of my dad's passing. I did grab a picture here for you. There, yeah, hold on. Desktop. So, yeah, obviously, you can for a Christmas, and my mom is there. A couple of my brothers, I've got many brothers. I've got 6 brothers, 2 sisters. There's the youngest one, Joanna. That's the youngest brother, Joe, and this is Jeff. He's the older one than me. I was boy number 6. So anyway, big family. So there's my dad right there. 29 years ago, he passed away. Massive heart failure, and I wanted to just dedicate my stream today to him. I'm not sure what you would think if your dad would have ever gotten into the internet. You know, if that would have been something he would have been interested in. I don't know. Yeah, good man. He was always there at our Christmas to be the one to pass out the gifts. He handed the gifts out to everybody and really led. He led the family. He was a real father figure, leader figure. And yeah, we miss him. He died way too young. I think he was boy, 47? I think he was 47, 57? I can't remember exactly how old he was. But he was not that old, obviously. Yeah. So 29 years ago, thank you for that comment. It is a nice picture. It's so classic, isn't it? I mean, you look at that picture, it's like that speaks of the 80s right there. It's got an 80s look to it. It's so really, isn't that amazing? Yeah. Yeah, because I pretty much remember that last year was a very significant event for me since I had reached the age that my dad was when he passed away. Anyway, guys, I wanted to dedicate this to my dad, and I wanted to actually share with you guys. I'd like to share with you a story, and a very significant one for me, for us all, really, and then I'd like to read a portion of John chapter 11 that was read during my dad's funeral. So settle in, make sure you got your favorite beverage. And the story goes like this. I became a believer in Christ when I was 18 at college. We didn't grow up in a Christian family, though we were a church-going, God-fearing family. We just didn't know we were supposed to. I did when I came to faith in Christ, and that caused a lot of tension in the family. And so for 10 years, it was just like that. There would be a truce. And I did my thing, and they kind of, accepted it, but didn't really understand it. I guess they've said, well, he could be doing worse things. Anyway, I share all that because it was after 10 years of just loving and serving and modeling the Christian life, sharing it on occasion, sharing as much as I could get away with, that I got a call from my mom asking if I would come up and talk to my sister because she was involved romantically with a guy who was an avowed atheist. No, not just atheist, Satanist. He was do an adequate job of speaking to her and him about this matter. So they called me in. So I showed up, and this was probably November of November. I think it was 10 years, so it'd be 94. November of 94. And so there we are around the kitchen table. And, I could try to do the, battle of wits and see if I could just convince him Satanism, bad. Jesus, good. But rather than doing that, I just thought, I'm going to introduce these guys, the Satanist kid included, to Jesus and let Jesus do the work. So I had in sharing the gospel, specifically the outreach diagram, cross diagram by D.J. James Kennedy, kind of a form or a version of the cross diagram. And so sitting around the kitchen table there, I pull out a piece of paper and I began to draw out. I should have gotten a picture of the cross diagram, but I didn't. But draw out God and who he is on one side, mankind and who we are on the other side, and how there is a gap between us and God, and it's there because of sin. Sin has caused this chasm between us, and we feel it. We know it. We see it with physical death, spiritual death, eternal death. So we got to save ourselves. But how? So we try religion. We try good works. We try a new philosophy and make ourselves think that it's different than it really is. And then doing and I'm sharing this with all, like say, this is my mom, my brother, Andy, and his wife, Yvonne, my sister, Joanna, and her boyfriend, and then my dad. Okay, so we're all around this table, and I'm going through this. So what can we do? And I tell them, but the good news is that God himself bridged the gap for us in the person of Jesus Christ. And so I began to talk about who Jesus is, and then what he did when he died on the cross, and then our need to respond to that by believing in Jesus and what it means to biblically believe, to repent, to put your trust in Christ. And so I shared all that, and I shared that's what I did when I went to college, and I finished with my little testimony, and I still remember and I said, pray and put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ alone for eternal life. And she said, well then, okay. And she just reaches out, she grabs everybody's hands, and we start praying. And my mom prays, and my brother Andy, and Yvonne, and then Joanna, and then her boyfriend, whose name is Dana, and then my dad. And it got to my dad. What was my dad going to do? He starts by just talking. And he says, you know, I remember this. He says, I remember for a while as a kid being a part of a Baptist church. And there was this message was shared, and there was an altar call. And I went forward to believe in Jesus. I remember that now. And just there that his faith is resting in Jesus Christ. And it was almost like, for the first time, it was almost like that memory connected with the reality, the truth of the gospel that I was sharing, and they just came together. And by all reckoning, he was born again. 2 months before he passed away. I kid you not. It's the stuff that movies are made out of. And so I wanted to share that story with you guys. It was 10 years in the making. You know, if you have an unbeliever family, don't just give up. Persevere in praying, and pray specifically that God would bring other believers or events into their lives that would make them cry out for Jesus. And then 2, serve them. Lay down your life. I don't care if they don't care, or if they pretend to ignore it or whatever. Serve them, show them the love of Christ, right? It's the second greatest commandment, to love your neighbor as yourself. Do it. Just do it. Pray for them and serve them. It's your family. Go after them. Trust God for them. 10 years I did that. And then it all came together that one wonderful, beautiful night. So I'm looking forward to meeting my Father in paradise someday. So during the funeral, the pastor says, well, what would you like to have said at the funeral? And I said, I would like you to read from John chapter 11. And that is the scene, the situation when Lazarus passes away. Very close and dear friend to Jesus. And I will start with when Jesus arrives on the scene there with Mary and Martha. And the words said here. Guys, I'm not sure just to what extent you're familiar with John chapter 11 and the Lazarus incident. But sometimes when we read it frequently, the magnitude of the words said can go right over our heads. We're just, I knew he was going to say that. But if you could just stop yourself for a moment and just let the substance of what Jesus is saying, the implications of what he is saying, let it sink in as if it were the first time, as if you were actually there listening into the conversation, and you're hearing this guy make these wild claims, these crazy claims, that if they're true, it changes everything. Everything is changed if these things are true. Listen. So, verse 17, you see it there? On his arrival, Jesus found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. Now, Bethany was less than 2 miles from Jerusalem, and many Jews had come to Martha and Mary to comfort them in the loss of their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went out to meet him, but Mary stayed home. Lord, Martha said to Jesus, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask. Yeah, it's very normal and natural. It's very human to resort to the if game. If this had happened this way, then it's obvious then this result would have happened that way. As if we know. We've got this divine insight. If he had been there, then something else would have transpired, I'm sure, but that's not the reality we're in. And so the if game only creates anxiety and frustration. It's best to just meet Jesus in the now with what is going on at the moment, engaging with Jesus in that moment of reality. And in response to this, Jesus didn't try to defend himself. He tried to help her understand it's not as it seems. Your brother will rise again. Okay? Martha answered, I know. It's almost like those nice platitudes, my condolences. But it's not. This is a promise. This is a future reality that you are going to step into, that he is going to step into. he's making a promise here. And she says, I know he will rise again on the resurrection at the last day. This is interesting that she understood that. I'm not so sure how clear that is in the Old Testament. She must have gotten that from Jesus earlier on, but it's pretty powerful that she would say that. Okay, this word, Jesus camps on that word, resurrection. And she needs a reason for hope, a reason to believe that this is true. And Jesus says to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? And I would say, could you say that again slowly? Could you just say that again? Are you saying that you are the embodiment of life? He said, I am the resurrection and the life. You're looking at it. And like, who do you think you are? Well, he pretty much ends up proving the veracity of that statement, because you know the rest of the story. You know what Jesus is going to do. So these are not just idle words. We now know he really is, because you know he's going to raise Lazarus. He's going to raise him from the dead. Kid you not. Watch this. So these words at face value are crazy talk from some wild-eyed man who's got some huge overinflated ego. But then he proves it. What a statement! I love it. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. Yeah, he's dead on the outside, but on the inside, that guy's got more life than he's ever had before. Even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never really, truly die. Yes, Lord, she replied, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who has come into the world. She got it. She gets it. She sees it. But she's in trauma. Her brother died. But hope is alive. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, and that's the statement that all of us need to be able to make at the worst of times. Not just at the best of times, sitting in a Bible study, surrounded by like-minded peers where it's safe. But in the worst of times, when you're hurting, to look to the sky and say, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God. That will demonstrate the reality of your faith. After she said this, she went back and called her sister Mary aside. The teacher is here, she said, and is asking for you. When Mary heard this, she got up quickly and went to him. Now Jesus had not yet entered the village, but was still at the place where Martha had met him. When the Jews who had been with Mary in the house comforting her noticed how quickly she got up and went out, they followed her, supposing she was going to the tomb to mourn there. When Mary reached the place where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and said, Lord, if. It's very human. It's very natural. She wanted the current situation to be changed. And it's going to be. But she's thinking it would have been changed if he would have just gotten there sooner. It's his fault. If you had been here, my brother would not have died. When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. Where have you laid him? He asked. It seems like he did not respond to her comment, or it's not recorded for us. He asks, where is he? Come and see, Lord, they replied. And of course, Jesus wept. And the Jews said, see how he loved him? But some of them said, could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept this man from dying? Yeah. There'll always be something. There'll always be something that you could find to kind of criticize Jesus, to kind of make him less than who he is, than the Messiah, the Son of God. There's always going to be something. You can dig, you can look, you can search. If you want to find a reason to not believe, you'll find one. You'll find one. I wonder what these guys had to come up with when he raised Lazarus from the dead. What did they say then? Well, all this pain and misery could have been avoided if he was here earlier. He must be some sadomasochistic kind of guy. You know, there'll always be something. Don't go down that road. It does not take you where you want to go. Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. Take away the stone, he said. The authority here. And he got pushed back. But Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there's a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days. Yeah, 4 days of decay? Yeah, it's been happening. She's right, scientifically speaking. Then Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? I love that line. If you believe, the impossible is possible. You'll see the glory of God if you believe. I love how people like to say it, you know. So many people like to say, believe it when I see it. Jesus is clearly saying here, when you believe it, then you'll see it. But not until then. When you believe it, then you'll see it. Just pointing it out. So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take the grave clothes off. You know, I'm sure everybody was standing there like, guys, take off the grave clothes and let him go. And so they did. They had a party afterwards, as you would imagine. I mean, they had all this food prepared for a funeral supper. It ended up being a celebration of life, and that's what it was. How about that, guys, huh? So, yeah, there it is, guys. Lazarus. John chapter 11 was the passage what I just read was the passage read at my dad's funeral, and I will forever It will forever hold a unique place in my life. Amazing things. Amazing things. Anyway, guys, it's looking at what's been going on here. Welcome, Noodle. It's good to have you. Yep, you can win 8 games. Just leave a thought. Go to blessingboat.com and leave a word. I encourage you to read John 11 on your own. We need to have a segue. The segue is a little selfless, shameless promo of Games XP, our wonderful, beautiful sponsor. So here goes. Here that goes. I think I might need to turn on this. Yeah. Here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Brianna, and I wanted to welcome you to the next business highlight of the week. We are at Games XP, downtown Decorah. Let's head inside and see what the store has got to offer.
Well, hi. My name is Tim Borsa.
Who is that guy?
And welcome to Games XP, a geek gaming paradise. You'll find us at 105 West Water Street, downtown Decorah.
That's right.
We opened Games XP back in 2010. And I did that primarily because all my kids were becoming teenagers, and I wanted to engage with them in real-world experience and get them trained in how to actually operate a business and deal with customer relations and product inventory and all that jazz. I also wanted to meet people that I typically would never run across.
People that
And
wouldn't go to
so a
church.
game store became available as an option, and I took it.
How has your business evolved over the years?
Well, I tell you, since we bought this store, which was originally just a small little storefront right next to the library.
But I can't do anything
The
small.
moment we bought it, we doubled it in
kids know.
size.
Let's go
and we
big or
doubled
go
it
home.
again. And then we moved across the street a ways to Mage.
That
and
Atari
we
sold
quadrupled
2 days
in
ago.
size.
Sorry.
And then we moved across
You
the
won't be able to buy that
streets to this
Atari.
current location and again doubled in size. And so this thing has gone from a closet to really 2 floors of awesome product and a game room with vintage 80s arcades and pinball machines.
Yepper.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. And that's how that goes. That's how that goes. So, how about that, huh? Yeah.
Hey everyone,
Uh-oh.
Brianna
It's
here,
going to
and we're back
repeat
at
itself.
Games XP for the business
There, I made it go away. Go away. All right. There, that is our sponsor, guys. Games XP is the sponsor of the Blessing Boat. We help buy these little games that we were giving away money, but nobody wanted it. so we're giving away games, and so that's what we're doing. And yeah. So. Oh, Noelle says hi. Noelle is my granddaughter. Hello, Noelle. Since you started, yeah. We got it. We're going to be celebrating our 14-year anniversary the first week of June. So we're moving in close to that. So, yeah, true story. All right, I know that some of you guys would really like to see some tanks going on here, some driving around, shooting at other digital armor, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let me get my ammo rack going here, and we'll start off always with the Super Chaffee. It's got my highest winning percentage. Oh, it did drop down to 50%. I had a rough day, let's think, 2 weeks ago, and I lost quite a few times before I pulled off a win. It was rough, but yep. So All right. So, oh, the Altered Beast. Is that right? That one doesn't get a lot of gameplay. It's mostly the pinball machine and Lethal Enforcer. They get a lot of gameplay. So, yeah, Altered Beast, not as much. Yeah, Clock Watcher. All right. Let's have some fun, guys. My dad, he loved to work. He was a hard worker, but he knew how to have fun as well. Looks like this is take what we've got. And so we are basically going to protect our flag. We're going to protect our flag. That's the idea. So I will cover the right flank here. The idea is for me to spot the enemy and not die. That's about it. Because I'm not going to be able to do much. Look at that. There's a bad guy. Ah, yeah, I'm a bad driver. I see you. Oh God.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Uh-oh. Guess what? I gotta get out of here. Well, at least I spotted them. But yes, I should have taken being undercover into greater account. But I was just having fun. Okay, so that gets our treads greased there. Very short, but you know, no, it wasn't even that interesting. You know, yes, Thursday, boy, did I have a winning percentage. I mean, whoa! I was like a beast. I think that that great World of Tanks gamer Skill for You LT, you'll find him on Twitch. I think he would have been impressed. He would have said, "Whoa, buddy, let's sign you up for the World's Championship." I mean, yesterday. It was Thursday, just incredible. It's still out, the stream is still up, so you can go and check it out. Anyway, okay, so what week is your wife's birthday? You said, Warrior, you said your wife's birthday is that week. Which week would you be referring to? Very much expanded since you started. How long? Yeah, okay, I already answered those questions. So, okay, so here we are. Let's do this. It's the same week of your store's anniversary. Oh, is that right? June 5th. Yeah, you betcha. Yep. Well, that'll make it easy for me to remember. So, okay. Hey. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this. I give them 2 minutes. You know, if you can't get me in a game in 2 minutes, I'm done. I'm gonna go and try with a different one. So they got a couple more minutes to get this party started. All right. Well, what else is going on out there in the world? Here we get, I think, probably our last crazy cold day in Iowa today. After this, it warms up to really unusually nice temperatures for Iowa. It'll be up in the mid to upper 30s. Yeah, all this snow is going to start melting, and it'll feel so nice. But not yet. Today, cold. Crazy cold. That's what it is today. I know. You could go swimming. You could, like, I don't know, walk outside without a coat on. It's really going to be a nice one. Okay, guys, I will be show a little bit more restraint and tactic here on this guy. I've got my little stub-nosed tank. It's all right. My assistance has been requested by some Jat guy, so I accepted his offer. Okay. These guys are taking their time. Okay, let's see. Do we have somebody going down on that side of town? Come on. God. If they don't, they're okay. I look at the map. They are. It's just some lights, though. Yeah, we lost that first game, guys. And that seems to be the case. If I die fast and furious, then usually the game does not end well. I need to stick in there. Give my team some hope. Give them some hope. There's nobody there. What? Oh, he's just thinking somebody's going to be hiding there. I do not see anybody showing up. So farm dog. We had farm dogs. You know, I was raised on a dairy farm. Oh, okay, there's somebody there. Okay. Yikes! 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 You know, that was supposed to be a better game, but we did not see those guys there until it was too late. We were ambushed. We were ambushed. I'm already dead. I tell you, these people. Oh, that did not work out according to plan. Just saying. That one did not work out. Oops, according to plan. All right, let's get out a big tank so that we can actually win a game. And everybody can go, ooh, ah. So we're going to bring out my Sherman. It's actually a T6 medium, but we're going to bring it out, and we will do some damage to bring out some cheering from the crowd. Emo! Am I late? You missed the Bible study portion, Emo. Hello? Yeah, the Bible study portion was really good. At least I enjoyed it. We how today is the anniversary, and he came to faith, and then we true story. So here we are. It's time to do some real tanking. That's what I said last time, didn't it? Okay, we'll go off to the left. Not real excited about this. See, this tank, there's a serious arch in the shell when it leaves the muzzle. You do not want to go off this. It's like and so it is hard to hit anything from long distances. So I just need to get in there. I need to get in closer. If I hide back there in the tree line, yeah, that's not going to work. All right, so there's a guy. All right, there's three of them. I'm going to get behind these. It also takes a very long time to reload. All right. Oh, look at this guy. This is gonna be nice. See if I can actually get him. Oh, where are you going, buddy? There, he's trying to spot people. All right. Oh boy.
Penetration.
Let's see if I can.
One of our tracks is damaged. They're knocked out.
And
I
that
will
happened.
send you to Jesus.
Oh, we got ourselves a heavy over there, guys. Yeah, he's gonna wait for me to come out. Look at this, guys. I am pinned down. Okay, that guy's backing out. Oh boy, it's gonna take me forever to reload. Come on, yeah. Yep, I knew if they got my track, there's not much I'm gonna be able to do. Well, that hurt. And we're already down 4 tanks. I was hoping for a little bit more excitement than that. Gee whiz, Clock Watcher. I got it. I'm on it. Who comes in after me? We'll have to go with my other favorite tank. This is my favorite. I go from big, slow, and powerful to really fast, and he shoots spitwads. He is all over the map. It's kind of like that. Glad to see you again. There are some issues. Oh, I see. Issues in your life? No, that's going on in your life. Hope all is well. I get it. Yep. And I would say I'm doing well. Dragonheart, good to have you. Love that name. And love the movie. The first one. The other one's all right. The first one of Dragonheart was really good. And so, yeah, I'm with you, Emo. I'm with you. And so is God. And so that's one of the points I made in John 11. It's like during the worst of times, your faith is proven when you look to heaven and you say, yes, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. During the worst of times, not when it's so comfortable and safe to do so. When it's hard to do so. That shows the quality of that while on Blessing Boat I was going to have a less than stellar performance. Oh yeah? Oh, you had never heard of the movie? Oh, but you have seen it since, yes. I mean, I really liked it. I thought that was a fantastic movie. First one was insanely good considering when it was created. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, when the movie first came out, I remember watching it with my son, Noodle. who was here a bit ago, but I remember watching the movie With Noodle. I think it was after, like, boy, it was like we were in Cub Scouts, and I think the Webelos came up with a name for
Well, that's not rating. All right, guys, we're waiting for Dino Dad. I'm trying to actually bring in the raid, but I'm not having good results here. Why can't I read this? He's not gonna like me for this, but I can't rate it. Why isn't rating work? All right, guys, I'm sorry. We're trying to get him to raid back, and he's not yet. So hopefully he will look at his chat. But I don't have any mod privileges, so I don't know what happened. So I am trying to raid, but it is not working. Yeah, I'm trying to just get to. The command is not working though inside of the chat for some reason. I don't know what to do, man. I think we just play the video when he gets done here. He's not watching. I don't know why I can't raid. All right, thanks.
My name is Tim Borseth, and I own and operate Games XP in Decorah, Iowa. Games XP is a geek paradise. We carry everything from Pong and Atari all the way to Xbox One and PS4, and all the games that would go with those consoles as well. We also carry a ton of movies. We have handheld games. We have Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon. We have D&D and Pathfinder. We carry Warhammer 40K. We have a vintage Star Wars selection. This place is great. My wife and I have had 6 kids, and they are so much fun to work with here at the store. They run the store as much as I do.
And we now repair cell phones, game consoles, computers, and small electronics.
Our store is instant fun. Not only is there cool music and cool stuff to look at, but we have a game room that is so much fun. It's free to play, and you just plug in your game system and enjoy life. The Game XP motto is bringing joy to people's lives through our products, people, and a place to play. So you have got to come to Decorah, Iowa, and check out Games XP and experience this geek gaming paradise.
All right, guys, that was Dino Dad, 1965. We had an echo because of me. Anyways, hopefully you guys are excited about the next one. Dino Dad obviously has been with me for a very, very long time. I hope that you can visit his store. I hope I can visit his store in June. Since it's my wife's birthday, that would be a good excuse to go to Iowa. But I don't know if she'd like to hang around there, though, but I'm sure my son would love it. Anyways, next one on the agenda is Rook Adventure. He's a new streamer. I believe he does a lot of stuff on YouTube, but he is kind of making his debut here on Twitch. So we will definitely welcome him. It looks like he has some cool things going on. So without further what is that? Further ado? No. Can't remember the name. Without further ado, we will go towards him right now. Let's raid. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, we got the giveaway. Go to blessingboat.com. You'll see giveaway on the top. Without further ado, okay. So let's raid Rook Adventure, please.
There we go. There's a raid. And thank you for the followers already. That's actually super sweet. Dang. Wow. Okay, cool. Welcome so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Pastor G, I hope you're having a good morning. Need to fix the alerts a little bit, it seems, but you know, very active at least. Thank you so much, everyone. Warrior of Light or Preston to reach out and invite me to help out with the Blessing Boat thing and be a part of it. I'm really glad to be here. I think that, you know, Dino Dad mentioned it briefly during his a moment ago, that you know, this is an opportunity to share the word, share the gospel, and see and meet people, at least virtually speaking, in a capacity that they may not have that opportunity to be involved with is basically still me. So. Hey, I want to make it as real as I can for people. That's what's important. But I'm glad to be a part of this, and I feel that this is a great opportunity to listen to God's word. And I think I'll pretty much just start with the prayer. Every day,